So as you find the most comfortable way of sitting cross-legged, and sometimes the higher you are, the better. And you can broaden the seat by just internally rotating the flesh of your thighs, broadening the flesh of your buttocks. So that as you start to sit tall and feel as if the crown of the head is aligned above the pelvis. So we're not leaning forwards or tipping back. Shoulder girdle nice and relaxed. Your hands can just rest on your knees. Can you start to get a sense of the sit bones, the pelvis, just getting heavy into the earth? As we just passed the winter solstice, from here on in, we start to see the progression of the lighter days and the shorter nights. So let's see as we sit if we can get that feeling of connection into the earth, of feeling heavy through the pelvis. And for thousands of years, this point of the solstice, which means sun standing still, has been honored, celebrated, acknowledged. A return to light, officially the start of winter, and that journey to rebirth in the spring. And it's a really good opportunity to begin to check in with ourselves, to make some intentions, really looking at our inner thoughts, our intentions, our goals, our ideals, and connecting to ourselves. And the solstice is always a feeling of balance. So we'll start with Nadi Shodhana pranayama. So turn the palm of your right hand up and bring the index and the middle finger pads just to the base of your thumb. So the ring finger is sticking up and the thumb is sticking up. And you're going to take your thumb of your right hand, it's just your right hand, onto your right nostril and inhale through your left nostril. And then your ring finger blocks the left nostril and you exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, block the right nostril, exhale through the left. So it's alternate nostril breathing. Doesn't matter too much about the hands. Yeah. That's fine if you don't want to do it, that's absolutely fine. So you can do it without using the hand, and your just intention is in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. So inhaling left and exhaling right. Stay nice and tall, connected as you breathe through the pelvis into the earth. Just focusing on that passage of air through one nostril, out of the other, in that same nostril, out of the other. And if it's harder to breathe through one nostril than the other, don't worry. Just take your time. A really good pranayama for grounding and feeling balanced and a bit more connected to yourself. So we'll do 2 more rounds. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale right, exhale left. Do 1 more. Finishing with that exhale to the left. And then just let the right hand drop. Just close your eyes for a moment and take a deep and steady breath through both nostrils. And then exhale, feeling the weight of your body into the earth. Bring the arms to the side with your next inhale. You can open the eyes or keep them closed. Bring the arms up. Turn to the right, exhaling into a twist. Hand to opposite knee. Staying tall, inhale through the center. Exhale. So even as you twist, feel as if your crown is lifting towards the sky. Keep going with the rhythm of your breath. inhaling through the center, exhaling into your twist. And get that sense of going a little deeper each time you come into the twist. Inhale, center. Let's do 2 more. Making sure you even yourself up. And then inhale to the center. And then exhale, hands to the sides. We'll just take the feet into Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, with the knees out wide, and then see if you can, so if your hands are just behind your hips, push down. So I'm on my fingertips because I can't ground my hands, but you might be able to. Pushing down just behind the rib cage and start to draw the shoulder blades into the back of the heart center, lifting up through the collarbones. As you press the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to release towards the floor to their own degree and lift the heart. As you lift the heart, lengthen the back of the neck and breathe into the chest, into the heart space. And just take another couple of breaths. Great. Now see, as you start to bring your hands off the floor, can you keep all of that height? And try and keep the knees down. Take the arms out, palms up. Inhale here, again, lifting through the chest. Then can you cross the elbows, come into Garudasana arms. So the backs of the hands together, you might be able to link your thumb and your little finger. And just lift the elbows, drawing them away from each other. Feel that opening in the back of the heart, the upper back. Drop the chin a little bit and just take another breath here. As you inhale, unravel, take the arms out wide. And then cross the elbows the other way. So elbows stay close, palms of the hands face away from each other, and you might just be able to link little finger and thumb. Lift the elbows away, having a stretch in that upper back, the back of the heart center, and take another breath there. Feel it open up, making space. And then inhale, unravel. And let's take the hands to the mat, come off any bricks or blocks that you're on and come onto your hands and knees. I have a pad underneath my hands today. My hands? No, my knees. I know the difference, promise. Come and bring your hands onto the mat underneath your shoulders and spread your hands wide. So you're grounding the inner edges of your hands, not just the baby finger side. And let's just do a couple of cat-cows. So as you inhale, draw the shoulder blades away from the ears and feel as if the spine is lengthening as you lift the sit bones, open the collarbones. Exhale, pushing into the hands, lift the belly away from the floor, rounding the spine. Exhaling, fully pull the belly up to squeeze all the air out. Inhale and feel a lengthening. So rather than just a pinching in the lower back, you're lengthening your spine with your inhale, C-shaped spine with your exhale. And just do 2 more with your own rhythm of your breath. Really feel into the spine. Lovely. Great. And then start to find a more neutral point. So in between the cat and the cow is a nice steady torso. Great. As you inhale, next time, bring the left arm alongside your ear. Hug the arm back in towards the body so the shoulder stays away from the ear. Try and stabilize through the core. Slide the right hand. This is a foot. I know that. Back and then lift it off the floor. See if you can stay super steady through the torso. So if there's been a drop or a twist, can you bring it back to center? Belly button facing down. Lovely. Bend the right knee, keep the knee lifted, and then extend it out. Take another breath via Grasana, tiger pose. Lovely. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down, and just center yourself once more. For me, I'm going to give myself a little bit more space, take my knees back. So once you found your neutral spine, you're feeling nice and balanced, start to take the right arm forwards, hug that arm back into the body. So you're feeling the shoulder stabilize as your lats drawing down, And then keeping steady, slide the left leg back and then lift it in line with the hip. Deep breath, stay strong. Vajragrasana, tiger pose. Bend that left knee. Show the sole of the foot to the ceiling. Try and stay steady through the torso. Lovely. And then straighten out Vajragrasana and bring the hand back. Take the left toes to the floor and then push up into downward facing dog. Take the right foot next to the left. And you can paddle the feet a little bit here. Allow the shoulder blades once more to slide onto the rib cage. So you've got lots of space for your neck, your head. Lovely. Take another breath here. And then as you inhale, look to the thumbs, step forwards, lengthen the crown forwards as you take your hands to the shins. And then exhale, soften the knees and fold, let the head release. Root down into your feet, sweep the arms wide, come all the way up. And exhale, hands together in front of your heart. I've chopped my head off, so I'll take you back. No, well, I don't know. Great. So traditionally, in celebrating any of the solstices, we have to do some sun salutations. So nice and steady. Inhale, sweep the arms up. I love you. Exhale. And fold. Inhale, lengthen forwards. As you exhale, take the hands to the floor, step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, shoulders draw away from the ears as you push into the hands, cobra. Exhale, release to the floor. You can push back to knees or to plank and take it back downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Steady yourself, focus on the breath. Feel a firm connection between the hands, the feet, and the earth. On your next inhale, look to the hands. You can jump or step forwards, lengthen the crown forwards, hands to the shins, inhaling, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do another one like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to plank, jump or step. Inhale in plank, feel strong. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release to the floor. And then inhale, find your way downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Feel your feet pressing into the earth, the hands pressing into the earth. On your next inhale, look to the thumbs, jump or step. Inhaling, hands to the shins. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lovely. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Lengthen. Exhaling, step the left foot back. Lovely. Take it into a lunge. So really lengthening from the left heel to the crown of the head. Square the pelvis. So how do we do that here? We draw that right hip back, squeeze the hips into the midline. Lovely. And then take the left knee down. Stay low through the hips and start to inhale into crescent lunge. As you exhale, keep the chest lifted, press the hands together, bring the hands to the heart. And see if you can bring that lift to the base of your sternum, shoulder blades to the back of the heart. Lovely. Lunge a little deeper. Great, take another breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take the hands to the floor, lift the back thigh. And then you're going to sweep this right foot all the way to the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Inhale, reaching up, bend the knee, open up the hips, circle the ankle. Lovely. And then bring the right foot next to the left. Inhale, the left leg, open up the hips, bend the knee, circle the left ankle.
And then looking to your thumb, step the left foot forwards, drop the right knee. And inhale, sweep the arms up. Good, hands to the heart as you exhale. Lift from the sternum. Keep support for your low spine so you're not collapsing through the hips. You've got the belly drawing back. Shoulders down. Back of the neck long. Take another breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lift the back thigh. And then take the left foot up. And then exhale, left foot next to right. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards into plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, downward facing dog. And take a steady breath. Again, feel that connection, hands and feet grounding into the earth. Look to the thumbs, jump or step forwards. Inhaling, lengthen the torso. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen forwards. Exhale, step the left foot back. Drop the left knee. Great. So walk the hands forwards so that you're lunging a little bit more deeply through the hips. And bend the left knee. So we take it into twisted lizard. So there are different ways of coming into this. This can make you feel a little bit hamstring crampy. So if how I get into it is to swing the left foot out to the right, reach back with the right hand, find your foot, and then come into alignment. So you start to open the chest to the right. You can walk your right foot out, give yourself a bit more space, and you draw the right shoulder blade into the back of the heart. So this is strong on your quad, your thigh, your knee. So this is where you can use a strap and just wrap it around your foot. Lovely. How's that for you, Adina? Yeah. So you can just look down to the floor. Can you take your hips a bit further forward so that you're not in so much of a straight line? Yeah, then you might get a little bit more out of it. Lovely. Take another breath. Nice. Release the foot gently. Take the hands back to the floor, bring yourself to center, lift the back knee, and then sweep your right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, right foot next to left. Lovely. Inhale, lift the left foot, and exhale, step it forwards, drop the right knee. So make yourself some space again here. So this back thigh is in that diagonal angle. What? Bend your right knee, reach back for the foot, and then lunge deeply, coming into this hip opener, twisted lizard. So rolling the left shoulder blade into the back of the heart, grounding your right hand, and turning and lifting the heart as you twist. To the left, now you can wrap a strap around this foot, or you can just release that foot, have your left hand on your thigh, and work on the twist. Yeah. So twist the other way, Lizzie. Left hand down, twist to the right hand down, twist to the left. There, yeah. Great. Let's take another breath here. Steady the breath. Lovely. Release the foot, bring the hand down. Nice. Lift the back thigh and sweep the left foot up. And then exhale, left foot next to right. Inhale, forwards into plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, downward facing dog. And take a couple of steady breaths. Yeah. Lifting the hips. Draw the lower ribs, the belly in to support the spine. And from the back of the heart, root into the hands. Lovely. Connected to the earth. Steady breath. Look to the thumbs. Jump or step forwards, inhaling, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Root into the feet, sweep the arms wide, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lovely. Inhale and sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Look down at your feet. So you align the knees over the second and third toes, so the knees are not collapsing in or coming too wide. Lovely. Now, tone the belly. So your spine is supported here. Hands are bright, shoulders drawing down. Lovely. Take another breath. Press the palms of the hands together and bring the thumbs to the heart. Start to sit back a little deeper. Sit back a little deeper so the thighs are becoming a little bit more parallel to the floor. Try to not let the knees collapse in, and then take the left elbow to the right knee. Great. So you might need to wriggle into it a little deeper, coming into the revolved chair pose. Now look at your knees. Can you take your left knee, your left hip back so it's in line with the right? Press your hands together to get more space in your twist. Crown of the head lengthens forwards, shoulders away from the ears. Let's take 2 more breaths. Take your gaze to your feet. Take your weight into your right foot and step the left foot back. So you come into a revolved lunge. Don't think about it too much. There we go. Yeah. And again, you could just wriggle deeper into your twist, press the hands together and feel as if you're lengthening from your back heel. So your back thigh lifts away from the floor, nice and strong. Lovely. If that doesn't work for you, you can drop that knee down. Lovely. Take another breath in the twist. Nice. Now, keep the palms together. Bring the thumbs up to your chest as you come up. You're going to step into your right foot and lift the left foot off the floor. Take your time, be patient, she says. Great. So now you're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee and sit back again. So this is a one-legged chair pose with a hip stretch here. And you might want to stay upright, work on your balance, or you might be able to bring it a little deeper and take the elbows to the shin. Tone the muscles of your left shin, drawing the toes back. Lovely. Well done. Sitting back. And then start to push into your right foot. Come back to standing. Left foot next to right. Well done. Great. So we'll take that to the other side. So we'll start coming into chair pose. So start with your arms to your sides. Start to sit back as the arms come up. Now here, you can keep the torso lifted. You're in a zigzag shape. You're not sitting too deep. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Feel a tone come to the belly. So there's space for your kidneys at the back. Lovely. Start to take the hands together in front of your heart and then come a little deeper. So then we take it to a twist to the other side. So keep the elbows wide as you sit back. Can you hook your right elbow? And I always need to have a little wriggle here over the left knee. Now look down at your feet and your knees. Can you take that right knee and hip back so they're in line? Yeah, don't let that right knee sneak forwards. Push the elbow into the thigh. As you do that, your twist deepens, your crown can lengthen forwards. Take another breath. Done. Revolved chair pose. Don't think about it too much. Take the gaze to the feet, to your left foot. As you take the weight into your left foot, step back with the right. Reset your twist, pressing the elbow into the thigh. Squeeze the hips together, back leg strong. Lovely. Take another breath. Well done. Steady the breath, steady the body. Feel your feet. Well done. So take your gaze back to the front of the mat
As you come up with the torso unraveling, keep your hands pressing together and step into the left foot. You're going to bend that left knee, take the right ankle over. So your right knee comes out wide, and then sit deeply into this one-legged chair pose. Now you might want to stay there. You might take your elbows to the shin. Lovely. Focal point with your gaze. Keep the gaze steady. Now find your breath. Well done. Hands pressing together. Start to root into your left foot, coming up and release. Well done, everybody. Nice. So we're going to come down to the floor, so you can come through Malasana, knees wide, or if your knees don't like that, then you can just come straight down onto your sit bones. Lovely. Now you might be able to take your hands to your heart and take your sit bones to the floor without falling over. I can't do that. I'm just going to put a hand down to help me. Lovely. So you just need to lean back a little bit. There we go. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Perfect. Well done. You didn't know you could do that. So take your hands behind. And as you bend your elbows, can you open up the chest? So you're wrapping your shoulder blades around to the back of the heart. So you get this lift in your chest, your arms are strong, and try taking the fingertips pointing forwards. I think that helps here. Then straighten your left leg, bring your right ankle across. Good. And then you can bend the elbows again. What you're doing is bringing this foot in. So to give yourself the space, you can slide the foot in and then again, root down into the hands, bring the chest towards the thighs. Tone the right toes back. Lovely. Can you get a little further in with your left foot? Yeah, because you've got pretty open hips. Yes. Nice. And let's take a couple of breaths here. If it feels you're not really getting much of a hip stretch here, you can bring the foot closer in, take the chest closer to the thigh. Steady breath. Try and keep the collarbones open, back of the neck long. Well done. Try not to dip backwards as you straighten your left leg and come and take the torso up. Lovely. And scoop this right shin up into your arms and give it a rock, baby cradle. Can you tone the belly, get the heart lifted? Lovely. We do half Gomukhasana. So here we really want to try to get this right knee above the left knee and wrap the right ankle round to the side and sit really tall. So your knees want to be over the top of each other. Yeah. Now for me, if I don't hold on to my ankle, my leg is going to ping out because it doesn't really want to be in this position. So try rooting down into the hips. And can you start to fold forwards, holding on to the left ankle without this right knee coming out to the right? Yeah, you might get further forward. So this is quite a strong stretch. So you push your heel into the floor so the knee lifts a tiny bit. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about coming too far forward. How's that? Looks good.
I've got the stretching there.
Yeah.
Good.
And just rest. You take another breath here. As you come up, start to uncross this leg. Take the right leg next to the left. And then we'll just check into Dandasana before we do Paschimottanasana. So, staff pose. As you press your hands, now everybody's mechanics are going to be different. If you can, press your palms into the floor. So the hands are in line, or the thumbs are in line just with behind the kind of bony bit of your hip here. Lovely. For me, that's my arms aren't quite long enough to do that, so I'm going to be on fingertips. So we want the body to be perpendicular to the floor. So you almost feel as if the chest is forwards, shoulder blades in, collarbones wide, Press the heels into the floor, press the thighs into the floor. So these legs are really working hard. Tone the belly. Now, can you keep that and take the arms up overhead? Good. Shoulders away from the ears. Take 5 strong breaths without dropping back, nice and tall. Good. 3 more. Legs strong. 1 more. And then, without dropping through the spine, keep lifted. Start to hinge at the hip, reaching the hands forwards. And they land where they land. So it might be knees, feet, ankles. Can you keep the torso lifted and then start to fold as if you were going to lay your torso along your legs? And come into forward fold, Paschimottanasana. You'll see if you can get that feeling of lengthening the torso. As you come up, take the hands behind you again, and then cross the other hip. Left over right this time. Good. So then to come into our hip stretch here, we're opening up the collarbones, puffing up the chest. You can bend the elbows to bring the right foot in, and then see, can you get nice and tall again? So here, I'm better off on my fingertips. Pressing the chest towards the thighs. Tone the left ankle, draw the toes back. If it's better for you to turn your hands that way, that's fine. What we want is to keep the shoulder blades sliding into the back of the heart and the collarbones lifted. Relax your jaw, take your throat back, your ears back, pressing the chest forwards. Take another 2 breaths here. Nice. Start to straighten the right leg. Scoop your left shin up and give it a little rock. And as you rock it, you're starting to encourage that left knee to come in line with the right. Now, for me on this side, I don't quite get it in alignment, but I'm going to get it as close as I can. Wrap the left ankle, shin, heel towards the outside of your right thigh, and then sit really tall again. So you're trying as if you were wrapping your left leg around you, knee out in front, right leg strong. And then you can just see where your hands land. It might be shin just behind the knee. Yeah. You might be on your foot. Great. Can you root your hips back and from there lengthen forwards and fold? Just allowing a little more attention to come inwards, to listen in. Find that still point within you, reflecting the winter solstice. Start to inhale to come up and bring your left foot next to your right. We come back into Dandasana, staff pose. So here we want to push down into the earth. You might have flat hands or fingertips and feel as if you're getting space between each vertebra. So as you push into the floor, you feel like your spine's got longer. Lovely. Take the throat back, the ears back, tone the belly. See if you can keep that super strong and try bringing your arms up alongside your ear. Now, if you feel like your spine collapses, keep the arms down. Lovely. Otherwise, you keep a lift. This is quite hard work. Torso lifted, belly toned, strong breath. Let's take 4 more. Try not to sit back. Lovely. Legs strong, toes drawing back. 2 more breaths. Good. And then start to hinge at the hip. Try and keep the torso long, not collapsing through the spine. Your hands come where they come. And then coming into Paschimottanasana, forward fold.
Lovely. And still get that feeling, even though you allow your back to bend and you fold in, there's a little tone to your belly, and you're feeling as if you're laying the torso along the legs. So there's length here, not just collapsing. Take another breath. And then start to come up and bring the hands behind you, bend the knees, come onto your back. Lengthen the back of the head, the back of the neck, and roll the shoulder blades underneath. As your shoulder blades come underneath the back of that heart center, hug the backs of your arms in towards the rib cage and press the upper arm into the floor. And you can have your elbows bent with the fingertips pointing up to the ceiling for this. Can you feel your chest puffs up as you bring the shoulder blades into the back? Take a deep breath, finding space for the spine and puffing up the heart. You're opening up the heart here. Press the arms down to the floor. Now find your feet. So lift the toes away from the floor. Feel the balls of your feet, the big toe joint in the little toe joint. Relax the toes back down and then press evenly into the right and the left foot at the same time and start to allow the pelvis to lift. Great. So as you push into your feet, feel as if all of your body weight is flowing into the feet. Your knees kind of float forwards. There's a tone to your buttocks, but you're not gripping. And the sternum lifts up towards your chin. Lovely. So take 5 breaths here. You can keep your arms as they are, or you can roll the shoulder blades even further under. And you might find that you roll onto the upper arm, the biceps a little bit more, interlinking the hands, pressing the arms to the floor, and you could even lift a little higher. The sternum comes to the chin. Keep your feet grounded, left foot, right foot. Let's take 3 more breaths. Setubandha Savasana. Lovely. Now stay lifted. Separate the hands. Bring your palms to the floor, palms down. Good, arms to the side. Good. Try to keep the pelvis lifted. Take the weight into your left foot. And can you bring your right foot up towards the ceiling? Keep pressing down with the left foot. Lovely. Take 2 breaths. Keep pushing down with the left foot. Hips lifted. Bring your right foot down. Good. Just center yourself again. Right foot, left foot. Start to take the weight into the right foot. Keep the tailbone long so we're not pinching in the low back. And see, can you take the left foot up? Yeah, great. Lifted through the pelvis. Take another breath here. Bring the left foot next to the right. Once more, lift up. And then start to melt the upper back. So between your shoulder blades starts to melt to the floor and lay the spine little by little back down. Let the body settle. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and let both knees come to the left until this right foot comes to the floor. Now you might be able to take hold of your right ankle with your left hand. Doesn't matter if you can't. So you're in a twisty hip stretch here. Lovely. Take the gaze to the ceiling, the right shoulder to the floor. If your neck is happy, you can take the gaze to the right. Steady breath. Starting to let the breath be a bit slower, less control. Take the gaze to the ceiling, let the knees float back up. And change the cross of the legs. So center the pelvis again, take the left ankle over the right knee. And as the knees come to the right, you might be able to take your right hand to your left ankle and let that left foot come to the floor. Yeah, you might need to wriggle the shoulders. Can you ground your left shoulder? Start with the nose towards the ceiling, and then if your neck feels okay, you can take the gaze to the left. Yeah, let the body settle here. When you're ready, inhale, come back up to the center. Uncross the legs and just take the soles of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. Let your arms rest to the sides. If you feel a little pulley in your low back, press the feet together, just firm the buttocks for a moment. Feel as if you're lengthening the lower back, and then let the back settle as you release that tension. Lovely. Start to let the breath soften. The belly soften. The jaw, the skin of the face soften. And as you let the body relax, feel the connection between your weight and the earth. And tune in to your connection to nature, to winter, to the season around you. Part of that system, not separate. The solstice is the still point between the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. Time to draw the energy in and reassess. You can stay with your feet together, or you can lengthen the legs out into Shavasana, keeping the feet wide, letting the body settle. A time to reflect, to assimilate our inner wisdom, what we know deep inside. I leave you with a winter solstice prayer by Edward Hayes. In the heart of every person on this earth burns the spark of luminous goodness. In no heart is there total darkness. May we who have celebrated this winter solstice by our lives and service, by our prayers and love, call forth from one another the light and the love that is hidden in every heart. Without moving the body, start to bring the breath a little deeper. As you inhale, feel the expansion of the back of your body as it rests on the ground. As you exhale, feel that connection a little deeper, every part of your body that touches the floor. As you inhale, feel the expansion through the front of your body, the belly, the ribs, shining brightly over your heart, your chest, your throat. Feeling still and connected to the cycle of nature. And when you're ready, start to bring some movement to your body. Maybe have a stretch if that feels good, bringing the legs together, reaching back overhead with your arms. Hug the knees in.
Start to find your way back, connected just to yourself, listening in. And find your way to seated, taking your time. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. And with great love and with gratitude, namaste. Well done, everyone.